have about 50 miles to travel to reach the incredible and often visited Lofoten Peninsula. This landmass juts out from the west coast of northern Norway and is located at the 68th and 69th parallels, well north of the Arctic Circle. We continue to enjoy the midnight sun here, as is shown in these shots from just before midnight. In fact, the sun will not set again until July 18th for much of this area, over a month away. We will dedicate at least 2 full episodes to the Lofoten Peninsula. We hope you enjoy these remarkable mountainous islands and quaint fishing harbors as much as we did.
All right, we're finally underway sailing today after 3 days of motoring from Tromsø. Got a bit of fog out today. Actually, it's clearing up quite a bit. It was a lot foggier earlier. You can see some fog up ahead there. But it's thinning out, which is nice. Getting some nice views of the peaks along the shore here. And it feels wonderful to be underway by sail. We just got our jib up. And since we got wind almost immediately behind us, this was a whole lot easier just to fly the jib, the brand new jib. So first day of its use, it's doing its job, doing about 5 knots, which is not bad under the conditions. We got kind of a late start today. We left at about, 10:30 or 11. Had a late night after our long hike yesterday. Got back to the boat about midnight from our 8-mile hike and like 1,500 feet of elevation. And we were beat getting back to the boat. So late start this morning, but it didn't really matter because we had a lot of fog at the anchorage this morning, and it would have just been harder to get underway and navigate under the use of the radar the whole time. We're making our way down to the Lofoten Peninsula, where I think we'll probably be making some shorter hops down there, but we're making some pretty long hops here on account of just the distances between the islands.
This is such a dramatic coastline. Right over here, I'm looking at a small little village. You can see there might be a steeple over there with a church, a small little settlement with maybe, 15 or 20 structures. And if you look at this mountain range without, noticing that little village, you can't get a scale. You can't understand how big all of these mountaintops are. But when you just get a perspective of some buildings, then you can really understand the height that these guys are reaching. So it's a pretty day. We're cruising along. It's very pleasant to finally have our sails up. It was late in the evening when we approached the Lofoten Peninsula. In this area, here, we noticed what appeared to be a cute village, so Tom took the drone for a flight to capture the beauty of the evening light on this landscape of wonder. This is the area we recorded.
They're getting ready to pass under the bridge, Gimsøytramen Bridge, connecting these Lofoten Islands together. Great view over here with all these peaks beyond the bridge. 30-meter clearance, and we are about 19 meters, so we have plenty of room on the bridge. And it is a little after 10 o'clock in the evening. We've got about a half an hour still to go. It's been a long day, but now that we're in the Lofoten Peninsula area, there's a lot more options that are close by, so we don't need to do quite as many long hops, which is going to be great. I think we probably did 60 miles today, I'm guessing, 60, 65. Quite a bit of it sailing, which was nice. Our first day sailing after 3 days of motoring. But these long days are getting kind of tiring, and we want to do a little exploring on shore. So we are going in through this little narrow spot here, somewhat protected for tonight.
As we settled, we felt a warm breeze kick up. Remarkably warm, in fact. The land all around here had been heating all day. As the ambient temperature cooled with the sun lower in the sky, heated wind comes down from the high mountain slopes and across the water. We were the very happy recipients. Wine on our bow? What a treat. That hasn't happened in a while.
As good as it gets?
As good as it gets. This is lovely. Yeah, there's a warm breeze coming off the land. It's 11 p.m.
We're on a boat called Be Wet, B-E-E, Wet, and it's a Polish boat. We've been sailing sort of nearby them all day. Not a race, but a race. Here he is, he's waving. Mike is his name, and it's quarter to midnight, and they're keeping on going to some unknown place further away. We thought they were going to come in here. They came down this channel here and thought they were going to come in and anchor, but they came by just to say hello, and they're headed on. Wow, that was fun, because we haven't seen, the only boat we've seen really sailing, a couple boats when we left Tromsø a couple days ago, but very cool.
That's so funny.
Super high energy.
Yeah. So we took off in a cold afternoon to come over here to this Nusfjord, and we were pretty tired, so we didn't really want to go very far, and it was windy and rainy and cold. So when we got here, we really wanted to make this work, but we noticed that there was this work barge tied to their guest pier. But we said, you know what, if we can get, it's supposed to be a pretty calm night, so if we can get enough of our boat stuck onto it, and we tied our stern off and all of that, we felt like we could be stable enough on the dock and spend the night. These buildings here are part of a hotel, and it's pretty cool. You can rent these little rooms out and stay right here on the water. So we're in Nusfjord, and this is a sweet little town. It's very tiny. There's a running race going on today where people come down into the center of this village and run around the corner and head over there. It seems as though this is maybe one stop on a multi-village run, because people come through here and they often are having cameras out and taking pictures of the beautiful area as they run through. People cheer them on and keep going. It's a Friday afternoon in late May, and it's just a really beautiful area. It's a tiny little fjord. This is the end of it, or the head of it, and out here is the beginning of it. If you're wondering what the avian racket is all about, these are the deeply loved black-legged kittiwakes. Alright, we're heading out past these guys. They're so cute. They're just literally 2x2 up there. They're so cute. Just love them. And then there's some more over here.
We're looking at one of these mountain peaks up here. It has a stream of clouds kind of curving off of it. Right there in the middle. Clouds sort of peel off. And, yeah, like smoke coming off the top of the mountain like it's a volcano. And that's the stream of clouds that's running all the way back here. Oh, and now it's sort of dissipated. Look at that. Alright, we're entering the harbor of Værøy. Trying to find a place that we can go for tonight. Hopefully all the way up in the head of the harbor here. See a lot of fishing boats around. Oh, there's a whole bunch of cod drying over there. Yeah. Some pretty tired looking buildings. And some more modern or well-cared for ones. Painted, shockingly, painted red.
We hopped all the way from Nusfjord to Værøy, the furthest island out on the peninsula that we will visit with Zeros. The next couple days are forecast to have very high winds, so we wanted to make sure we could get here and enjoy a hike. As the wind changes directions, we will backtrack and see some of the places we hopped past. Off for our hike. Alright, we're just starting to climb. Barely have any elevation yet, but we already have a great view of the village down below. It's a little bit foggy still, but there's a teeny bit of blue popping through up here, so we are very hopeful. We're a little higher, breathing a little hard.
All right, we're at the little ridge line here, not quite at the top yet, but great views. Looking out now, we can see this adjacent bay, and apparently a nice pebble beach down there, which we skipped because we wanted elevation.
We wanted elevation for some crazy reason.
Beautiful view of the harbor.
All right, we are above Storøya. Way down there is the village. Then we came up this trail over here, and we can see the next island over to the left there. And then that peak in the distance, right in the center, is the peak of Nordland. So we may not get to see that.
Okay, how you doing back there? Wow.
I'm very focused.
Yeah.
God, straight down.
Yep. Jesus. I can't look.
Yeah, no.
You can see them walking across too.
It's a pretty windy day up here. And Tom's going to try to fly the drone. We'll see how that goes. Right here, there's this huge crevice that goes way down, down toward the water. And this is a pretty incredible place.
Yeah. Oh, there's a sailboat down there. Anchored, it would appear. Wow.
You can hear the surf crashing down there. It'd be really cool to anchor in this bay, but we're supposed to have almost 30 knots of wind tonight, which right on your nose, you just sort of have to ride it out. It wouldn't be that rocky, but if you drag, it's a drag.
Strap stuff down for high winter winds, I'm sure. They got these like come along straps. Beautiful little hut. We're trying to figure out if it's a sauna or not. But man, those are massive straps holding the thing down.
Tom is saying that we're in a lull right now, but that we had very strong winds all night. Karen said she saw 47 knots, and I saw high numbers too. It was building from midnight on. We have all of our fenders out, and we have taken ropes up over our solar panels to hold them with the strong side winds. It's super stressful trying to sleep, so I'm going for a walk. I've got the boat a bit better secured. I figured I'm not sleeping, Karen's not sleeping, so I might as well go for a walk, clear my head.
A little better secured with fenders. And now we're getting on these walls, which is awesome. Maybe the peak of the wind was supposed to be 3 a.m., so maybe it's starting to subside. But there were whitecaps all through here. We're like, got quite a fetch from over there. Peaks down here, and we're not in a really great position being on the outside of the dock like this, but it was pretty tight when we came in for coming on the inside. We weren't sure where we were allowed to go. These times are really nerve-wracking, obviously just because of the risks that we face, but just all the work we put into the boat, especially now just launching and underway for over a week now, and then have this happen, and super heavy winds, a lot of damage could easily happen. We had just inches between the hull and the dock because the fenders were being squished so much, and it's just stressful because we put so much time into the boat, and then something like this act of nature can come along and just take it all away so quickly. We all face that all the time in things we do in our life, but it's just such an emotional stress thing because it's just the boat. It's just a huge time sink of energy and thought all winter about parts and how we're going to fix this and where's our itinerary going to go and who's going to meet us where and planning all that and going doing the arc across the Atlantic, and that could just be seriously put in jeopardy. There's roadkill, and then there's starfish roadkill. You don't see that every day. Norwegian Island roadkill. I don't know how that happened. Alright, there's a pattern here. Another starfish roadkill. So it must be coming up here on the road. Maybe with this storm.
The pursuit of natural beauty is often accompanied with risks. We feel it's important to share some of the challenges we face along the way. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider subscribing and giving our videos a like and a comment. It really helps other people find our content. Be sure to watch our next couple videos as we highlight even more of the incredible Lofoten Peninsula and the coast of amazing Norway. Until next time.